What if I told you that everything you think you know about building self-confidence, especially after 40, is, well, not quite right? What if the secret to that unshakable, radiant confidence you admire in others isn't about grand achievements or a perfect life, but something far more accessible, something you can start doing today? Stick around because Mel Robbins, the queen of no-nonsense transformation, has a secret for us. And trust me, if you're a woman over 40 feeling like your confidence could use a serious superpower boost, you absolutely need to hear this.
Mind's myth.
Let's be real. Hitting 40, 45, 50, and beyond as a single woman, it's a journey. And sometimes that journey can feel like a tightrope walk over a canyon of self-doubt. The world loves to tell us our value diminishes with age, or that being single means something is missing, right? We see those curated Instagram lives, the seemingly effortless confidence of others, and that little voice whispers, "Why not me? What am I doing wrong?" Maybe you've tried the affirmations, the vision boards, the self-help books that promise the moon but leave you feeling the same. That flicker of confidence ignites, only to be snuffed out by a critical comment, a setback, or just a bad day. You're accomplished, you're resilient, you've overcome so much. So why does that deep, unwavering self-belief sometimes feel so damn elusive? As Mel Robbins herself has said, there's one thing that is guaranteed to increase your feelings of control over your life: action. But what action when your confidence is already shaky? This is where Mel Robbins steps in. If you don't know Mel, she's not about fluff. She's about practical, science-backed strategies that create real change. She's faced her own demons of anxiety and self-doubt and emerged with tools that have helped millions. And today, we're diving into her core teachings to uncover what I believe is the true secret to building that unshakable, 40 and fabulous confidence. It's not just one thing. It's a way of being that she champions. First, let's bust a myth. Unshakable confidence isn't about never feeling fear or doubt. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. Mel would be the first to tell you that. She often says, confidence is a skill, not a personality trait. Think about that. A skill. That means it can be learned, practiced, and mastered at any age. It's about knowing you can handle the fear, that you can navigate the doubt, and that your worth isn't tied to the outcome. It's about trusting yourself to show up, even when it's hard. So, how do we build this skill, this true confidence? It starts, as Mel so powerfully teaches, with action. Specifically, her famous 5-second rule. We talked about this for restarting your life, but it's foundational for confidence too. Remember? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Why? Because hesitation breeds fear, and fear erodes confidence. Action, even tiny action, builds it. Mel says, you are one decision away from a completely different life, and often that decision needs to be made in 5 seconds. Think about something you've been avoiding because you lack confidence. Speaking up, trying something new, setting a boundary, that hesitation, that's your confidence killer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just do the first small step. Send the email, make the call, say the words. Each time you use the rule to push past fear and act, you're not just getting something done. You're sending a powerful message to your brain. I can do hard things. I am capable. That's a confidence deposit right there. But action alone isn't the whole secret. What happens after the action? This is where Mel's high five habit comes in, and it's revolutionary for self-confidence. How many times have you accomplished something only to immediately dismiss it or focus on what you could have done better? We are so often our own worst critics, right? The high five habit is simple. Every morning, you look in the mirror and give yourself a high five. Yes, a literal high five. It might feel silly at first, but Mel explains the science. It's an act of self-endorsement, of celebration, of partnership with yourself. She asks, what if you decided to be your own biggest cheerleader? Imagine starting your day, every day, by physically acknowledging and celebrating yourself for showing up, for trying, for being you. This isn't about vanity. It's about wiring your brain for self-acceptance and self-support. When you start your day by cheering yourself on, you carry that energy with you. It changes how you see yourself. It builds a reserve of positive self-regard that becomes the bedrock of true confidence. Have you ever truly, consistently celebrated your own efforts, big or small? What would change if you did? Okay, so we're taking action. We're high-fiving ourselves. But what about that relentless inner critic? That voice that whispers you're not good enough, smart enough, young enough, whatever, enough. And what about the external noise? The opinions, the judgments, the societal expectations that can chip away at our hard-won confidence. Mel's "let them" theory is crucial here. While it's often applied to letting other people be who they are without trying to control them, I believe its most powerful application for confidence is learning to let those thoughts be without letting them define you. Acknowledge the critical thought. Okay, brain, I hear you trying to keep me safe with that doubt. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you shift your focus or take an action that contradicts it. Mel often talks about how your feelings are just suggestions. They are not facts. Your critical thoughts are also just suggestions, often outdated and unhelpful ones. When you stop wrestling with every negative thought, when you stop letting external opinions dictate your internal state, you reclaim so much energy. You create space for your own voice, your own truth to emerge. And that self-trust, that ability to discern your truth from the noise, that's pure, unshakable confidence. What critical thought are you ready to say "let it be" to today? Think of a woman. Let's call her Sarah. Single at 48, her confidence was at an all-time low after a tough divorce and a career setback. She felt invisible. She started with the 5-second rule just to get out of bed some mornings. Then she added the high five in the mirror, even on days she felt like crying. Slowly, she used the rule to say yes to small social invitations, then to apply for a new role she thought was out of her league. She learned to let the thoughts of "I'll fail" just be thoughts, not her reality. Today, Sarah is thriving, not because her life is perfect, but because her relationship with herself is transformed. She trusts herself. She champions herself. That's the journey. Or consider Maria, who at 55 always dreamed of learning to paint, but was terrified of being the old beginner. 5 to 4, 3, 2, and 1. She signed up for a class. High-fived herself for walking in. Let the "I'm not talented" thoughts just float by. Now painting is her joy, her therapy. Her confidence isn't just about painting. It's spilled over into every area of her life. These aren't miracles. They are the result of applying these simple, profound principles. So we have action with the 5-second rule. We have self-celebration with the high five habit. We have detachment from negativity with the "let them" mindset. These are incredibly powerful pillars. But there's one more layer, one connecting thread that truly makes this confidence unshakable. It's the thing that turns these actions from isolated techniques into a deeply integrated way of living with self-assurance, especially when life throws its inevitable curveballs, as it so often does after 40. What is it that allows you to keep taking action, keep high-fiving, keep letting go, even when you stumble, even when you don't get the result you wanted? What's the real aha moment, the core of Mel's philosophy that underpins it all? It's something so fundamental, yet so often overlooked in our quest for external validation. The true, unshakable secret, the essence of what Mel Robbins teaches, is this: unshakable confidence is built on an unwavering commitment to showing up for yourself with compassion, especially when you falter. It's not about never failing. It's about how you treat yourself when you do. It's not about always feeling brave. It's about acting despite the fear, and then crucially, being kind to yourself for the effort, regardless of the outcome. Mel says, the moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you have 5 seconds to move, or your brain will kill it. But what she also embodies is that if you move and it doesn't go perfectly, you don't then let your brain kill your own spirit. This is the game changer for women over 40. We've had a lifetime of conditioning to be hard on ourselves. The secret is to replace that inner critic, not just with a cheerleader, but with a deeply compassionate friend. You tried the 5-second rule and hesitated. Okay, what did I learn? How can I support myself to try again? You did the high five and felt silly. Good, you're challenging old patterns. Keep going. You let a negative thought derail you. It's okay. You're human. What's the next 5-second choice? Unshakable confidence isn't a destination of perfection. It's the daily, moment-by-moment practice of choosing yourself, backing yourself, forgiving yourself, and celebrating your courage to simply keep showing up. It's knowing that your worth is inherent, not earned through flawless performance. That is the bedrock. That is the secret Mel Robbins truly gifts us. So here's your invitation. For the next 24 hours, I want you to focus on this. Yes, use the 5-second rule. Yes, try the high five. But more importantly, every time you act or even try to act, I want you to consciously offer yourself one small piece of compassion or acknowledgement. That was tough, but I tried. I'm proud of myself for even considering that. What's one area where you can practice this compassionate self-talk today? Link to an action you want to take. Share it in the comments if you feel called. Let's make this a space of radical self-support. Being 40 and fabulous isn't about achieving some external ideal. It's about cultivating an internal landscape of unshakable self-belief and self-compassion. Mel Robbins gives us the keys, but we have to turn them in the lock every single day. You have everything within you right now to build that extraordinary confidence. Remember, you are not a problem to be solved. You are a person to be celebrated. Go out there and start celebrating yourself, one 5-second high-fiving compassionate moment at a time. You've got this, because you, my dear, are already fabulous.